I just revolutionized editing long-form videos in Davinci Resolve. Are you a 100 Days YouTuber, live stream editor, or even an event editor? Do you spend hours of your day mulling over hours of footage to put the hot spots on there as markers, and then going back through and spending hours on cutting everything back out?
It takes me hours to cut between these bookmarks. I wish there was a better way.
Well, don't worry, because I made a Davinci Resolve exclusive script that allows you to do all of that in minutes. Go through your video, marking out any of the hot spots you want to use, label them with whatever you'd like, and add a color to help you separate what things are. Once you've gone through the entire video, have all your markers and duration markers, all you gotta do is open the script, set your settings, and press cut. Within seconds, this over 14-hour-long clip gets condensed down to 47 minutes. With that out of the way, let me show you how to use it. Took me like 6 times to say that, but I got it. Now this script comes in 2 different forms, the light version and the pro version. The light version pretty much just doesn't have the more advanced features, like the different colors having different paddings and saving your default. I'm going to demonstrate everything using the pro version, but if you want to get the free version, that's totally fine. We can see in this project, this has been sent in by somebody from my Discord. You can actually hear the person at the very beginning of this video. She brought me this footage that is in this timeline about 15 hours long to demonstrate the power of this tool. I don't have many footages that are this long, so very big thank you to GamerKitty. Let's come up here, activate our script from scripts, and then find it up here near the top for marker trimmer. This is the pro version, but like I've been saying, you can go and get the free version all you want. It's just a little bit simpler. We can go and start from the very top. We can set our track. If we have multiple video tracks in our timeline when we open this up, just like this, then it will actually demonstrate and show us that there are multiple different tracks if you do the drop down. Next up, we have include original clip audio. This takes in the clip from your media pool, not the timeline track. So really be sure that you have the audio that you want on the timeline if it's going to be different from your camera audio. And you can uncheck this to ensure that it's just going to be giving you the video. Next up after this, we have protect overlapping clips. If you have timings that are probably going to overlap because you have markers that are really close together like this, and your padding is going to be set too big for them to actually be right by each other. If you have this checked, it'll create a new layer so that you have no worries and you'll always have the entire clip and no clipping at the end. This next drop down, you're able to do just the clip markers or just the timeline markers, and then you can do all both of them. All 2 of them. We'll just do clip markers because the timeline markers on this timeline are not too important. This is our master padding size. Anything that you don't change in this list is going to default to this size. So if we go and make this, let's keep it at 5 for now, but let's actually go through and actually change some of our other colors in here. So we want our reds to be, we'll say 15. So we can either increase our number with these up and down arrows, or we can just type in the number directly in this field and it will only accept numbers, no letters. Let's make lemons. Because I know that this is this person's day counter. We'll make lemons like 3. Since this is a 100 days video, we'll just make the day counts to like signify this is the next day, like 3 seconds on either side. And then I think that's pretty much it. They also have greens, but I don't know what, pretty sure these are, oh no, yeah, these are greens, not limes. We'll go ahead and make these different too. Let's go ahead and make these a good 10, just to really give a difference. We have 5, 10, 15, and then 3. All right, once we have everything set how we want it, we can go ahead and set all that as default. And then the next time you open up your script, it's going to have all that stuff preset in there for you to use next time. So let's say that all of your videos are going to have the exact same settings. There you go. All of your stuff can just be easily reloaded every single time you want to use it. So we'll go back to the very beginning. We'll go ahead and save our project just in case. And we'll go ahead and run the script. We'll just press cut. Sit back and wait for it to do its thing. It'll tell you what frame it is currently acting on, and you will have this weird little flashing thing that it's doing. Don't worry, it is still going through your clip, and it is still processing all those markers. And there we go, we just finished up. If we scroll down to the other side of our clip, we'll see our playhead is down here, but also we can see all of our clips all along the track. And we can see since we have protecting overlap on, we have some extra tracks being created that are protecting the overlapping clips because they're so close together. Let's go back all the way and let's go and start the other clip as well now. We only can do 1 clip at a time, but that is okay. If there's maybe an update in the future, I might try to add the multiple clips in 1 track. But as of right now, it's just doing 1 clip at a time. If you have timeline markers enabled, it will try to do all the timeline markers, even if it's not over that same clip. So you may have blank clips at the very end. Don't worry, those are just extra don't really need to be there. You can always delete them. Once again, this might be fixed in the future. Let me know if you want to see that. Once again, we are over here. We can go ahead and start our script again. Sit back, relax, and watch it do its thing, which may be a little hard to since it's flashing. All right, fantastic. If we go ahead and scroll through the entire track, we can see all sorts of clips ready for us to use. Let's go ahead and unlock these 3 tracks for the audio, and we can actually go ahead and just delete. We can just actually delete this entire track 1. Delete that track, and you can go through and cut each of the audios. This is just an example, so I'm not going to have you sit through me doing that. So we'll just go and delete the 3 tracks for now. Then we can delete all the empty tracks. Come up here to edit, come down here to delete gaps, and sit and wait for it to do its thing. And there you go. All of those clips have now been condensed down in order with the correct gaps, timings, and paddings. All for you to just take a glimpse and see all the different marker colors, all laid out on your timeline really fast and easy to look at. So there you go. That is how we can turn a 14-hour clip to just about 55 minutes with our current timings in just a matter of seconds. If we had the audios, we'd obviously have that as well, but I didn't click that button, so we don't have to worry about that. For a few more demonstrations, I'm actually going to hop to this other timeline and this other project, just to show it to you in a little bit smaller of a format, so it's a little bit easier to manipulate and change everything. We can see that this clip has a duration marker, but it has other markers built into it to mark out different key points happening at that spot. So say that you're like in a cave or something in your game for that entire duration, but you still want to mark out certain sections of it. You can really quickly and easily do that. So let's go ahead and run our script again. And if we open it up, even in this different project, in the different project library, we even have the same settings for our script. So it's really easy to use no matter where you are in Davinci. So let's go ahead and activate our script with our current settings because we don't want to change it. It's just how our videos are. Go ahead and run it. We can see everything runs just fine, and we can see all those clips just get added to a track above so you don't accidentally lose any of those. All right, let's go ahead and reset all of this, and let's actually test out getting rid of those overlaps. Now, if you uncheck protect overlapping clips, this is what happens. You'll still have your clips within the duration clips being on the second track, because you're not really wanting to overlap those. You're wanting to keep those separate if you have it like that. But if you look at the very beginning where we had all of those stacked on top of each other, now it's been condensed down to just these 3 little clips. This is the same duration that it took, but instead of doing a bunch of different clips to do the exact same thing, we have 3 clips that are just in sequence. So all you have to do to actually make them work for you, take one of the ends from the very beginning and just stretch it out to cover all 3, and that is your entire clip that you need because that is all the information that you just marked. You don't have all the markers, but since we still have our clip here, we can obviously then just press M to attach the markers to it. There we go. Now you know this entire thing has all of these different key points in it, but obviously they were all so close together that it doesn't really matter. They can be in one big clip. If you haven't heard of me yet, go and check out this video right here where I talk about my Anim Utility tool. This tool allows you to animate any control on the Fusion page in just a couple of buttons. Why are you still here? Go watch that video. I'll see you there.